one up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
We're going to sack.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a first down carry by Bell. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On second down, it's Hubbard, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. You don't know no better. Hey, orbit. Go, go, go. Hey, 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 hey. 50. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Check 3. Check that.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 15 now, Darnold. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Carson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Come on. You better bring it. Hatch it. 14. Hey, guys, listen. Hey, one set. Echo. 54.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Check 24.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try to run with Carson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Hubbard. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From his own goal line, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Hey, box drop.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Darnold from the gun. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang.
On second down, it's Carson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. On third down, here's Love. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it's going to be second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. To throw is Darnold. Funches has it complete, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here's Bell. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Check 52.
They'll give this to Bell running right. Fights through it. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the fourth quarter, but second quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Check, check, check. Switch.
Now Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, it's caught. Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
50, man, 80, 54. Hey, that QB's trapped. Lady. Check 99. Check 99.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Darnold now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Hey, D-line is red 80. Begin. 5. Mike 50. All day, just like that. Kill.
Back to throw, Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Red 80. Hey, Delta. Under 10.
Darnold now to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again is Darnold. He wants it all for the end zone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And Darnold just beating the play clock. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, echo.
Here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now it's Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run it with Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Love.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Guys, 4 down. Let's go double count right here, double count. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Wilson to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Again, it's Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Hey, my 7.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Devin Funchess. Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Undercrunch. Check.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Yo, 80. He's coming.
On 1st down, Hubbard. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now it's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll try the right side with Bell, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Darnold. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. give, right side. It's Hubbard. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wilson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Wilson to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorton, and that's caught inside the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.